Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry that I've been gone a while. I do have an excuse, although it's not a very good one, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Basically, I went to Mexico for a week. Yeah, I, it's not a good one, I told you. I did bring my book though during the vacation because I wanted to read it. Um, so yeah, and I came back and I guess I didn't feel like filming. So that's why. Also, I only read one book in March. I know. I'm disappointed in myself too. But also, not that much because it was a pretty long book and honestly, I really enjoyed it. So, I'm kind of it kind of cancels out for me. If I did enjoy it, I'd be more disappointed. So, yeah. And the book that I read was Eragon. So, a fantasy book, really cool. I haven't read fantasy in a while, so let's just get into it. And I think maybe in the end of the video, I'll talk about kind of how the reading journey is going so far and my thoughts on it. Okay, so Eragon. I have had this book for so long. Like, I feel like I got this in elementary school when like libraries would give books out for free. Or actually, no. Wait, I don't know actually. Maybe my brother gave it to me. I don't remember. But I had it in elementary school. So this is an old book. And I remember I tried reading it a few times, like at least 3. And I would get to like 20 pages and then I would stop. I don't know. I think my mind was not developed. Something prevented me from like really getting into the book, which I regret. Well, no, 'cause I actually really enjoyed it, but it's just weird that like at that time I was probably also reading like Harry Potter, but I didn't like this book for whatever reason. I don't know. It's interesting. But I finally got to it this year, and it's called Eragon. It's by Christopher Paolini. So I kind of heard or seen that this is kind of also like a classic fantasy book, which is really cool. There's like 4 books in the series, I think, which is good. It's not too like long of a series. And yeah, first thing, I really enjoyed this book. It kind of surprised me because I thought, based on my past experience reading it or trying to read it, like it would kind of be a drag, but I actually really enjoyed it this time around. Maybe because like I was challenging myself to like kind of get more into fantasy, so I was more in that headspace. But yeah, I really liked it. So Eragon. Also, I always thought that Eragon was like the name of the dragon, but it's not. It's Sapphira. Sapphira is a dragon. Eragon is our main character. And yeah, so this story is basically about Eragon, who's a regular kid in the fantasy medieval times. He lives in a small town close to a bigger like town, and he's pretty ordinary, except for the fact that maybe he's like really skilled at hunting and is really good at with the bow. But other than that, he like lives a normal life. He's a farm boy. His uncle takes care of him because he's adopted, because his mother left him for whatever reason. But we'll get back to that because I think I kind of forgot because I read this like in March, so I kind of forgot some things. But I feel like her mother is probably something. So if you don't want to get too spoiled, yeah, just wait. So yeah, it's just this ordinary boy. One day he's out hunting, he sees an egg, and you can kind of guess what happens. So he takes the egg home. He like tries to hide it because he doesn't really know what it is. Then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, or is it that night? It's a few days. It's very short. The egg hatches. Saphira is born, and yeah, instantly when he touches a dragon, he gets like a connection to it. His hand kind of has this symbol that's ingrained, like carved out when he touches a dragon, and I think after that point they can like communicate with each other telepathically, which I think is really cool. Like, I feel like I've never read a story where there's like an animal companion and a human, and they're like able to communicate telepathically, and for it to like make sense and also like feel natural, because like dragons in this world are presented as very like intelligent, powerful, magical beings. So it kind of makes sense, and I always imagined, like when I was reading it, that Saphira had like a very like wise, old, uh, not woman's voice, because she is a girl, kind of like an old soul maybe. But yeah, so she's born. They are connected, and yeah, basically all the events that take place after are just Eragon trying to figure out what to do with this egg, find out more about dragons, which leads him to oh my god, I forgot his name already, but it's a storyteller in the village who like knows all about stories. Let me see if I can find the guy. It has to be here. Rowan. Oh, Brom. There you go. It's Brom, storyteller, which we later find out he's not a storyteller. Well, he is, but he's something else. He has a lot of secrets. So yeah, basically confides in him. A whole bunch of stuff happens throughout the story. We're figuring out that there's a lot going on within the kingdom and the land that Eragon lives in, and Brom ends up, revealing to Eragon that he has to help him on his mission, basically. So, and his mission is, which, this is like one of my little pet peeves of the story, which is a slight spoiler. So if you don't want a spoiler, skip. But it's basically that Eragon's uncle dies by the hands of some bad guys. I forgot their name already. Urgos, I think. I think it's Urgos. It's because there's a lot of different like species and minions, but I think it's Urgos. So his uncle is killed by like the bad guys, basically. He's mad. He swears that he will find these people, seek revenge for his own. And so he tells Brom this, and he basically, helps him on his journey to track down these Urgos, hunt them down, and kill them. The only part that's annoying for that story is that, like, I feel like the relationship between the uncle and Eragon was not really like too strong, and also I feel like there wasn't enough time between that made it seem like believable for Eragon to want to like hunt down these people who did it. It was lacking a bit of like emotion and time for me. But Saphira at that point had grown and was able to communicate more with him, and also wanted to get revenge on them. So that's what they did. And so, yep, it's a long story because it's a long book. But what I will say also, what I really enjoyed is the writing. So after reading The Handmaid's Tale in February, I really, good book, but I really appreciated the writing in this book because it was very straightforward, but very nice. Like, it was not like it was confusing because there was a lot of names of things, and it had a map. It's a fantasy world, so there's a lot of world building, but the writing made it very easy to follow along to. Also, the dialogue. I really liked the dialogue. It was very simple, but like again, easy to follow along. My favorite dialogue was always between Saphira and Eragon because they would always communicate telepathically, and it was just always very interesting. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I appreciate that in this book because it's so long. So the fact that it's very easy to follow along to, easy to digest, you know, in comparison to like a book like The Handmaid's Tale, which has so many difficult words. I'm not trying to bash on it. It's just compare like something I noticed from reading the two like so closely together. After the like halfway point, things got really interesting and started to pick up. Also because I think I became more accustomed to like the book's language, the world building, so I was able to just not like reread stuff or like take my time to like, what did I read? Wait, are these guys bad guys? What's their name? Like stuff like that. So after the halfway point, it was like really like, ooh, let's get to like the juicy part. Also, yeah, I really want to read the second book now. Um, I don't have it. I kind of want to order it on. I forgot Pingo. Yeah, I think it's Pingo. It's like the place where you can buy and sell books, but I don't know. I feel like also if I just find it at a thrift store, I'll buy it. I don't want to wait too long, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, very good. Um, the only thing, one of my only other pet peeves, I think, with the story was that I did find Eragon like a bit flat at times as a character. Like he felt very generic main character, like not a lot of personality, just focused on, the story at hand, the plot, and trying to like seek vengeance, but also listen to everyone. It was just, to me, it feels like he didn't have a lot of his own ambitions. So I feel like my favorite characters were Saphira, and kind of Eragon a little bit because she was an extension of him. Not to say he was like boring. Well, yeah, he was kind of boring, but like I was interested to see how the story would unfold with him and the plot. My favorite characters were probably Saphira and the witch and the cat. I just really like the witch. I like her. I feel like she's very mysterious. Like I'm just realizing it now, but I feel like the picture I have of her is, if you've ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, this is like very specific. But in the third season, when Aang and his friends are in the Fire Nation, but then, or is that? Oh, I don't think that's the third season. Well, it's like season 2, I think. But anyways, the Katara and Sokka get sick, and Aang has to like go get frozen toads to like heal them. That old lady that tells him to give his friends the toads, that's like, and she has a cat now. Yeah, I feel like that is the vibe. That is literally what I picture when the witch and the cat come up. I just thought that's funny. Like, I just realized that when I was like thinking that. But yeah, I'm really hoping that like Eragon kind of grows more into his character, and we're able to see some growth, because I do think he's a little, I mean, he's like 15 in this book, so of course he's gonna be childish, but I'm hoping that we can like see him grow and become more of his own character, because yeah, I really like Saphira, and I feel like he just needs a little oomph, a little more oomph, and he'll be good. But yeah, let me know if you guys read this book, because apparently it was popular. It came out in 2007, I believe. So, um, or any fantasy books you read to recommend. I'm really on the, like, I really wanted to read A Court of Thorns and Roses too. So I have that on my Kindle right now, and I really want to finish it this month. This month being April. So yes, hopefully I will. Not hopefully. I will finish it. I will read it. And yeah. So before I go, I just wanted to kind of comment on how the year's been going with the reading, and kind of how I'm feeling about it, with my goals and everything. And so far, I still think that the goal I set is good, and is attainable, which is 24 books in a year. I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, and I put a lot of pressure on myself in the beginning of the year, where it's like, the one of the main reasons I wanted to read again is just for the pure joy of it. And so I feel like sometimes, like, putting all this pressure of, like, I have to finish these 2 books by this month, it'll be good, and then I can do my goal. And it's like, yeah, but I can also just read this book because I want to read it, and it's a nice book. I think that's what this book made me realize a little bit, is like, wow, this was a really enjoyable book, and it was pretty long. I think it took me a week to read, but, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, the enjoyment of the book shouldn't be second to me finishing that book. Like, I should try to kind of enjoy reading and the process of reading before trying to think of the next book or the next goal. Like, just enjoy reading a little bit more. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I still think that reading at night and in the morning will help. Also, doing 2 books at once is really helpful for me, because I feel like sometimes I might not always be in the mood for a specific book, but then if I pick up another one, I might be excited for, like, that book for a specific reason. And so, like, and then maybe if I get kind of not bored, but I just want to read something different, I could, like, flip-flop. And that's something that has been working for me this whole year, is, like, reading more than 1 book at once. And I used to never do that. Like, I would always be the type of person that would, like, read 1 book at a time, no matter how long, how short it was. I always thought, like, nope. I was such a purist about that. I don't know why. It's so weird. I would be like, no, I have to finish this book first. If not, I can't read any other book. It was so weird. And now it's like, why did I do that? I feel like I was limiting myself, like, because oftentimes I would, like, be reading a book, then stop, then not pick it up for, like, months, because I just didn't want to read it. And now it's like, oh, I could just pick up another book that I want to read, get into that world, enjoy it, and then if I'm, like, tired of it for a little bit, I could just go pick up it's just, I feel like it's such a good way to enjoy reading. It has enhanced my reading, and it's also a good way to, read more books. I feel like it's a perfect way to kind of reach my goal that I want, in a way that doesn't feel like it's like trying too hard, like with the pressure again. So yeah, I would recommend that if you are, for whatever reason, like, stuck on a book, like, just pick up another one. There's, like, who's gonna shame you? Like, don't be a purist like me. You'll be miserable. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I am currently reading, oh, because I didn't finish from last month, The Undocumented Immigrants. So I'm still reading that. I'm almost done. I have like 50 pages left. I'm also going to start reading A Court of Thorns and Roses on my Kindle, and that's kind of what I have so far in mind. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.